Interesting, that's for sure. You know, I think it's good for women's rights. You know, to show that hey, we can showcase women as well, and it's good for our sport. And you know, we'll see. Hopefully that they can pull ratings and everybody makes good money together.
Yeah, it's kind of different for me, you know, where the era that I came from and where I came from, I could never imagine that I would even see girls fighting. But nowadays, they're doing a pretty good job. You know, they're fighting even more exciting sometimes than us, you know, and I just have to applaud them, you know, and I'm happy. I'm happy that the evolution of the sport.
It's really encouraging that making history for the women is becoming a regular thing for us. And I didn't even really realize it, you know, that women really came to save the day for the UFC this time. You know, they lost the Jacare fight, they lost the Wyman and Vitor fight, and if it wasn't for the women, they would have had a UFC 152 situation where they might have had to close the whole thing. And I'm so happy that the investment that they've made in the female fighters is really paying off so well.
It's good. It's good for our sport. It's good for, I mean, not only for women's MMA but for the UFC. I think it's good for the way the UFC is building a brand too, and with the Reebok deal and becoming more of a socially acceptable and I would say global brand and sport. I think it's great. It's you know, more women friendly as well.
It's great for the sport. One of my teammates is in the UFC as well, Alex Chambers. So it's good to see, you know, the girls main eventing. I was disappointed that, you know, obviously I didn't get to see, you know, Weidman fight and Belfort, you know, just because I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's the first for them. You know, it's great for the women's MMA. It's great for them in the sport. And obviously when Ronda fights, she brings a lot of media attention and everything to the sport, so it brings a lot of spotlight on us as well. So I'm just happy to be a part of the card. You know, not only just fighting in LA at the Staples Center, but to be on a card with, you know, headliners like Ronda and Kat, who I'm fans of both of them. So I'm just eager for the fights to start, really.
Monumental weekend for sure. We've come a long way, and I think we deserve this opportunity. As far as me as an athlete and being a female fighter, I'm excited. I mean, it's undescribable. It's still pretty surreal. I'm kind of putting it off behind me to soak in everything till after the fight, just so that extra pressure goes away and stuff. But I'm definitely glad to be a part of this, and I think I deserve every opportunity of it.
It's crazy to me. If you were to think, if somebody was to tell me when I first started MMA, all right, you're going to have 7 fights, and then you're going to go to the UFC, and your UFC debut is going to be a co-main event, and there's going to be all eyes on the women's division, and there's going to be a lot of weight on you, I'd be like, yeah, right, it's funny. But here it is, and I'm just trying to take it with stride and just be very, very good with it, and just kind of take it in and really experience it. I don't want the time to pass me by and not do well in the fight, because I don't want to not take advantage of this opportunity. So my goal is really just to perform well, and that's really it.